Hey, what's going on YouTube? Dennis here bringing you a deck profile on Heroes. Now, unfortunately, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is at a weird point where it's between metas. Like, there's really not many deck choices out there. So, as well as with Rotobi hitting to 1, it's not like Heroes are going to be doing anything in the meta game. But it's still my favorite deck, still my favorite archetype, and I still do have some interesting matchups, even with Cosmos, iframes, etc. It's still a lot of fun because Dark Law is still Bay, like seriously. But anyways, I'll start getting into this. This is the new ban list and everything, so kind of get my spin off of it. I'll explain some of my choices as well, but let's go ahead and get into the standard hero engine. You've got your 3 Shadow Mist and your 2 Bubble Man, but that is all I play. Then 2 Goblin Berg for Shadow Mist to get that mask change. And for the rank 4 spam, 2 Jugglers. I feel like 3 is just a little, it's not really as much as you want. You don't really put him in grave all that often, especially in this format when you OTK most of the time. 2 of the Hat Trickers because I absolutely love this card. It's just rank 4 spam for days. And then 1 Trick Clown because you don't want to spend you don't want to spend that much life points. And then for a new tech choice that I decided because of the way the format is, it's kind of like a trap that stops OTKs, but also helps your own OTKs, and that's the Jurigato. And if anything, if you don't OTK, you at least have a possible rank 4 on the field afterwards, in case like they stop the attack, negated the attack, or even if you just had that last little bit of damage, you can do that and make a cowboy and go for game for that way. But like I said, that's my tech choice for this format now because he's such a good card. That's it for the monster lineup. As big as that is, it's not Dark Law Turbo any longer because Rhoda is at 1. So that's fine though. We've got our spell lineup. 3 mask changes, of course, and then since Rhoda got hit, 2 E-calls and the 1 Rhoda. Then as well as 2 A Hero Lives. I thought about bumping up to 3, but this format's OTK oriented, so it's like, why give my opponent any more like chances to OTK me? Then for generics, 2 MST and 2 Lances. And then for more rank 4 spam, I do run 1 instant fusion. I feel like any more than that, and you're going to be spending way too much life points since you already have Trick Clown. Soul Charge, just in case I don't draw the instant fusion. Mass Charge for that recycle. Foolish Burial for a clown, or if I really wanted to, I could send Shadow Mist to add Bubble Man so I can do more rank 4 stuff. And then Raigeki. And those are like the generic things. Now, the only thing is I'm probably going to take these out for 3 upstarts, but I do play 2 Chicken Game and 1 Day of Peace. I've actually found that 1 Day of Peace is actually decent. I mean, since this format is OTK format, this format is OTK oriented, 1 Day of Peace has really, really helped because it just keeps you safe. Sure, your stuff gets blown up, but you have the chance to bounce back. And yes, I know heroes don't have that much of a bounce back status and recycle and all that, but that's what Emerald's for. Anyway, on to the traps. I do play 2 Mirror Force, 2 Call the Haunted, 1 Warning, and 1 Vanity's Emptiness. I mean, it's pretty generic. I know, honestly, I want to switch Mirror Forces out for Storming Mirror Force because I feel like that's a lot more strong. Because the 2 main meta decks can't even be destroyed. Like, Banished Specters, they can't even be destroyed by the card, as well as when it comes to Cosmos, they can just special summon another ship to just ruin your day, or even another pilot. But that's it for the main deck. Let's go ahead and go into the extra deck, which is pretty generic. You got your 2 Dark Law, you got Masked Hero Anki, Sunshine, get down. You got your Masked Hero Acid, get down, you're in the video. And then your Elder Entity Norden. And then, since Cosmos are a thing, I do have the tech out for it. So that way they can't really stop me. Sunshine, get out of here. For rank 4, I've got the 101, Emerald, Masquerade. I really love Masquerade because of he's just he stops all of their effects. Like, he can just negate them and open for an OTK. Cowboy, Trapeze Magician is absolutely broken. I love it. Castel, of course. And I do play 2 Abyss Dweller because this format, since there is a lot of Cosmos, I want to continuously try to negate their ships when I'm able to get them off the field. So I would just make one of these, and if they're actually able to get around it, I can just remake it. Or if I really wanted to, after I use 2 of the attachments, just have them as a 1700 beater and then make another one. So that way I can Raigeki or just, I mean, yeah. But that's it for the extra deck. Pretty typical. Side deck for my locals, it's not even just locals, it's a little bit of everything, even for events. But to start off, 2 Denko Sekka, because I absolutely love this card in Heroes, especially since I play very minimal traps. Then 2 Time Space, because that's just the format. 2 Fairy Winds. Yes, I still play Fairy Winds. Why wouldn't you play Fairy Winds? It's a pendulum format, so everyone has scales. And then when you put Darklaw on the field with this, it's absolutely just troll and deadly. Also for the pendulum hate, mostly Mage Specters, I use DNA Surgery. That it's kind of like a win condition, unless they have an MST or an Eccentric in hand. That's about it. Because a lot of decks plus these days, and I have those 2 chicken games at the moment, which will be upstarts. If I face decks like Mage Specters, I'll go ahead and side in the 2 shared rides. Just for when Monarchs come out, as well as even now, when Cosmos Game 2, they'll try Monarch Stormforth. I'll go ahead and side this in just for giggles, because their tech choice becomes 3 dead cards in deck. And then I understand that nobody likes the deck, but it still is a threat, and it's still very, very annoying. But I side 2 Mind Drains for Psyframes because I absolutely hate the deck with a burning passion. And then again, like with my extra deck tech, 2 Cyber Dragons for the Cosmo matchup. But like I said, guys, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Is in a weird point right now, so Heroes don't really stand among the meta, but like I said, it's my favorite, and I will always be looking for ways to make it better and for make it to be able to withstand the meta. But go ahead and leave comments in the bottom of the video and tell me what you think. Tell me any kind of tech choices you would put for this format. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a nice night.